And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big men. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Greg, a big congratulations, right, to MP, now a multi-time NBA Player of the Week award recipient.
And MP continues to prove he's one of the top players in this league. You look back on the week he's had, and you can't deny he's earned it.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Offline with his 3. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. That 3 off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fast.
Good, another from 3.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. For 3, Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Memphis. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the 2 meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Barnes. Pirtle. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Anunoby, and Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Knocked loose.
I see him.
Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6.
Oh, that's my cookies. Hey, right here.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's Memphis with another. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Jaw's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, one thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Pirtle, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Morant passes to Mr. Clutch. Here's the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. There's the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Shoots the 3. Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder. He threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. Back to Anunoby. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs...
And again for 3.
And that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg, and the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember. And the Raptors call time here. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
And so Van Vliet will... bring it up for Toronto. The dish to Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. Here's Siakam. And here is Anunoby. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point range. 34 points for Mr. Clutch.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. The kick out to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 37. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet wide open. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And here are the Raptors now. Passes to Anunoby.
Hey, watch right.
Barnes outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Van Vliet on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Anunoby. Now Barnes. Back to Anunoby. For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
From downtown. Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch. Three-pointer. Adams, the pass to Mr. Clutch. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Again, Memphis.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Launches it. Hits it again. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Hey, watch Fred.
Morant against Van Vliet. Trying to end the drought. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. And here is Barnes. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Anunoby. Mr. Clutch. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. And that one's good, Morant.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Passes it to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Anunoby, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Misses the 3. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Puts up a 3. Anunoby, no good.
He's so frustrated. He hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And they get it back. Here's Mr. Clutch. Drills the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 57 points.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Van Vliet kicks to Pirtle. Nobody near Barnes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. And yep, another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
For 3, Van Vliet. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Memphis. Defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Young is out there with Barnes. And it's Achua into the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Suns was superb. He scored 36 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Just 3 to shoot. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Back to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. The 3 from Barnes. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Out to the right wing. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's back-to-back